Alright guys, so the last basic couple commands I want to go over is first how to rename files and second how to move files around. So it's pretty easy, if you just do it through your desktop, but with Git it's a little confusing. But first let's just go ahead and actually just rename one of these files. So say that we're working with this first right here, but actually what we can do is this is going to be the home page of our website, and as we know, all home pages you named index, or actually just name it home. You can do that too. So right now we named first to home. Okay, well we just did it in Windows Explorer. Let's see what Git thinks about that. So if you do Git status and hit enter, it says okay. What you pretty much did, what Git thinks we did, is not rename, but it actually thinks that we deleted this first.txt file and added another file called home right here. And if you think about it, that is kind of what we did whenever we rename a file. We delete the first one and we add the exact same file with a new name. So I mean, it's not like Git is wrong. It's just looking at it, looking the world a different kind of way. So what we can do right now. Wow, I cannot talk today. Right near. What the heck does that even mean? So let's just go ahead and play Git silly game, and it says okay. If you want to look at it that way, then we'll just go ahead and Git add home text, and we can also Git remove first.txt. And whenever we do that, it pretty much looks at it like Git does. So now when we do Git status and hit enter, it goes, oh, okay, I see what you did now. You actually didn't delete first text and then add a new file called home. You just renamed it. So now it's saying, I always read this, oh, branch master, like I'm the master or something, but that's not what it's saying. Basically, it realizes that you just renamed a file, and now, once it realizes that, we can go ahead and commit our changes. So git commit with a message renamed first.txt to home.txt. Hit enter, and there you go. So you're saying, all right, that is how you rename files. It was kind of confusing. Well, yes, it was, and it was kind of like us and Git. We're on two different wavelengths. So I'm going to show you guys a really easy way to rename files. So let's just pick a file. Let's go ahead and rename this second text file right now. So the really easy way to do it is this: Git mv. Now what mv means is move. However, whenever we move second text file to, let's just name it pudding.txt, whenever we remove, or excuse me, whenever we move one file to another file with a different name and hit enter, check this out. What it does is it's basically renaming it. So in Git, just remember that moving a file is pretty much the same thing as renaming it. Kind of confusing, but that's one way to look at it, and that is also a really, really easy way to rename files. So check this out. This command, git move one file name, other file name, was a lot easier than doing all this crap right here. So I guess I have time to show you one other thing, and that is how do you move it into a folder, or how to move. Well, let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So say that this pudding text file is actually a love note to my crush, and her name is Patricia Pudding. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a new folder, and I'm gonna call this love notes. Alright, so what I want to do right now is add this pudding file in this love notes folder. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that, baby. Let me delete all this. So what we can do is we can just put git move, or was it? It's not third anymore. You guys hear that? I apologize. Every time I do video, like my neighbors decide to like trim their hedges and cut down trees and do the loudest possible things they can think of. But anyways, let's go ahead and move pudding dot text, and we want to move it to love notes slash well, we can just keep the name the same thing. Or if we want to rename it and move it at the same time, we can do that as well. Patty dot text, because remember my crush's name was Patty Pudding or Patricia Pudding, whatever the heck I said. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this file, move it in Love Notes, and give it a new name. Let me just go ahead and delete that. So whenever I hit enter, that's what it does. So as you can see, we no longer have that pudding file, but we now... Okay, I gotta pause this for a second. Okay, I had to freaking close my window. It's ticking me off. So, where was I? Basically, what we did, pretty self-explanatory, moved it into a new folder and changed the name of it. And now the only thing we have left to do is, actually, let's go ahead and get the status first. It says you renamed this file while pretty much moving it into a new folder. And if we just do git commit, our message could be renamed file, and let's say put in love notes folder. Hit enter and bam. So that's how you do that. Sorry. So that's how you rename files. That's how you move them around, move them in the same folder, move them in other folders, and that is pretty much it. I mean, to be honest, we covered the basics right there. So in the next tutorial, I think we're ready to step up our game. So it's going to be a little more complex, but hey, if we want to be pros at Git, then we got to learn all the stuff. So thank you guys for watching. Next video is going to be freaking awesome. See you then.